What's up, guys? Another build to show off. I've done a couple of these before. I have a few. I have a really cool one I'm going to build that's full cerakote here at some point. But I've referred to these as my West 9 builds, just because the plane is going towards the west to 9 o'clock. So when you see West 9, that is actually why I'm calling it that. This is a acid etched dial with blue enamel paint. What's cool with that is it shows distress throughout. You know, you work right by the 24. There's a little bit of distress there between the north and 3. There's a little bit of distress there. You can see it in the dial in different spots where it's a little bit thinner. You see the stress marks all around the outside of it where the acid doesn't go all the way through. Actually, you don't really see too many over there. Some of my Krakens, you'll really see that really stand out around those sides. But that enamel paint kind of helps magnify that a little bit. But brushed case, this has the Atlas bezel on there that's on there freaking tight. I flared out the tension ring inside there to like where it made contact here and here and here, like aggressively. So it shouldn't move on you unless you want it to. So most of the time people are not moving these around. Did a set of white and blue hands and a custom painted seconds hand with a little bit different colored, that's actually painted pip. Slightly lighter in color, but it is kind of hard to see. In person, I can see that it's more of a blue. There you go. There you can kind of see that it's a different color right there. That looks good. Star engraved crown. And then I thought it would be really cool, since I found this really nice leather from my buddy over at Wristbound, Jonathan Gillespie. You know what would look cool? I happen to have an antique bronze cerakoted with the star engraved caseback. I thought that will look cool together. From the back end, that looks freaking stellar. So that's what you get. So, and then this also has a brushed preview buckle on it, so it's blue stitched throughout, and a little bit of some silver rivet down there at the bottom. But that is the build. I thought it came out awesome. I really like the way that this thing came out. Automatic mechanical, so you can wind it, wear it, put it in a watch winder, but if it's dead or you're not going to be very active, make sure you wind it just a little bit. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking. You'll also see you've got a little bit of play, so you know you're off of those threads. And you'll wind, and a wind is a turn that way. Turning it this way doesn't wind it, doesn't do anything. But it's a lot easier to keep your finger spacing and just go back and forth with these crowns. If you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, this aggressive turns that I'm doing, you will be good throughout the day, because that'll be mixed with your rotor movement in the back. If you do it for something closer to 15 seconds, you're going to max out your 31 plus hour power reserve on it. There's a good look at that blue. You cannot overwind it, so don't worry about that. You can wind it all day if you want. It wouldn't hurt it. When you are happy with your winding, you will pull it to the one and only click, and you can now set your time. It does not have a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going on you. You'll also notice you got a wobble crown that deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you are not hurting anything. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 4:19 p.m.
4:19 p.m. When you're good, push it over, get it out of that time setting, and then wind it down. And that is the build. That's the West 9. So I hope you like it. I don't have a fancy West 9 custom box for it, so it will come in just a special edition blue BVW box. It will come with matching beads as always. This build will come with watch cleaners. This is good on all glass and metal parts, so everything here in the center, non-streaking, non-toxic, non-residue. It will also come with some leather conditioner to keep this strap perfectly soft. Apply it on the front and back, let it soak in. It's only if you feel that it's not as soft as it could be. A little bit will go a long way. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is like Polywatch. It is for your acrylic glass because you can scratch it, but if you do, no big deal. Put a tiny bit of this on it and buff it out using your included microfiber. So if your scratch is up and down, go left and right, fill in that scratch, kind of haze it and buff it out, and it should disappear. So that is your build. If it's going to you, thank you so much for your support. I hope you love this thing. Stitching on it looks great. Nice thick strap. I don't know. One of those ones where I have so many of my own watches because I just made myself a watch that I would keep this because I love that look of that enamel painting. Everything looks great on it. So once again, thank you so much for your support. If you want me to build you something custom, hang and you can reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.